Welcome to UC News, ucnewscanada.ca. The Canadian Crisis Response. I'm Dr. Dave. The Mayor and Council of Quinte West have launched an all-out attack on children in written deals working closely with bankers to drive this generation of young Canadians off the land. The goal is to attack basic components of life security, food, work, and shelter, thus ensuring this generation can gain no substantial foothold in life. The bankers aim to privatize all land, working closely with City Hall to make sure no one can escape their housing, land use, and monetary systems. City Hall then says all public land is private, belonging to the city as an unlimited for-profit business, and the mayor aims to ensure no land is used for public good, spending millions denying shelter or places to grow food. All of the land is slated for destruction. We have not seen such massive human rights abuses since World War II. Quinte West is now structured as a social, economic, and ecologic prison camp in which citizens have no rights whatsoever to live or respond to crisis. This was done secretly, working behind the scenes to remove rights and freedoms critical to life. The war crime is creating conditions that make it impossible for any citizen beginning life to enter the free market in any field of endeavor whatsoever. The basic social security of growing food or making and selling things has been removed, there being no place to go, and the mayor has made sure that people cannot connect socially to create jobs. The mayor and council have created land use maps identical to those used in North Korea to completely control all human activity and any possibility of making and selling things in the open market. Instead, the mayor favors speculators seeking income without labor, who buy land with no intent to use it and are essentially not taxed. The sole purpose of this land use, which destroys ecologies and any possibility of a healthy economic and social structure, is to make money by harnessing the lives and labor of others. The landowner does not want to work. The actual effect of the law is to enact a form of indentured servitude in which a young person just graduating high school is forced to pay the already rich before they have a chance to earn a dime. This is extortion of essential human needs, of a sort that guts the base of the economy and is clearly intended to harness labor, but in a manner that ensures core life security can never be attained by those wanting to work. This being the removal of rights by tearing apart families and the fabric of society. In life-fracturing, destructive land zoning, Quinte youth are required to start life in a zoning structure requiring a separate home, a separate place to work and make things, and a separate place to sell from, thus ensuring that not one will gain even the slightest foothold in life. The already rich have bought out the land where these activities are allowed, with the sole purpose being income without labor. Regardless of the damage done to the land, which has been destroyed to the extent that the essential ecologies supporting the basis of life cannot exist, with massive damage to the basis of the economy in the illegal removal of essential freedoms and the replacement with the systematic slavery of indentured servitude being enforced by the hateful policies of this mayor and council. Landowners are given tax breaks to engage in activities that cripple our lives and gut our future by extortion of essential human needs. Any child daring to sell lemonade on public land will be forcibly removed. It's not that hard to make and sell pizza. One needs an oven, a fridge, and a counter to work on. It might cost a few $1,000s to get set up. But step one in Quinte West is raising $250,000 to start with a vacant lot or rundown building that requires another $250,000 in renovations to use. This is no accident. This is the policy of the Mayor and Council as they seek money at all cost to society. Quinte West has been under economic stranglehold for so many decades that everyone knows the only possibility for success is to leave. These land use policies were developed specifically for the purposes of oppression by bankers centuries ago in England, aiming for totalitarian control of the land, the money, and the people by specifically controlling and interfering with every essential human need. Their interference with free trade for the purposes of societal slavery is profound and crippling to the extent that the pioneer rights of this generation of young Canadians has been completely removed. No one wants this structure of life in society in which our children cannot even begin to gain a foothold in life. No caring parent would ever create such impossible conditions for their children and strip them of any chance at a life and future. And then insurance companies attack, taking all possible profit before anyone has a chance to earn a dime by breaking the rules of insurance, risk proportional to exposure. Within that, the government is responsible because Canadians have the right to take reasonable risk, and all the possible problems are already covered by health insurance. This can only be possible if there are criminals working in positions of power in government, working actively against the principles and practices of law and justice made clear in our Constitution Act, wherein it is their legal role and obligation to represent and defend citizens. Refusal to do so being sedition and engagement in criminal, collusive activities that are significant criminal code violations. This is the situation in Quinte West, where the mayor and council have disdain for law and callous disregard for the impacts of their illegal actions on people. We have laws in this country. These are major and ongoing criminal code violations committed by the mayor and council, federal offenses requiring minimal prison sentences. What they have done is clear, and the law is clear. Quinte West City Hall is now the major source of organized crime against citizens, in continually acting against the law, the justice system, and the purposes of government. Fraud, theft, extortion, threats to life, liberty, and security of the person, threats to the basis of the economy, and deliberate actions against the basis of national security. These are deeply disturbed individuals, abusive, and with significant mental health issues, claiming the right to rule without reason against the lives of 44,000 residents, who now dare to actively threaten the lives of our children. Those who break the law must go to prison. That's the law.